And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother. And you will know.
Good evening, everybody. I am so glad to be back. I was on a hiatus for a long, long time, but Mind Talk is back. Let's Vent is back. So
Hey,
before we do anything, I need y'all to like, comment, share the stream. Let everybody know that Let's Vent by Kiara is live, and we have an amazing topic for tonight.
hey.
Amazing topic for tonight. So visit my website first and foremost. Let's Vent by Kiara. It's supposed to be .org. That is accident. Let's Vent by Kiara.org. I'm going to change that right now as we speak and enroll in our email blast and find out if you don't know about Let's Vent. Find out, just visit the website to find out more who we are, what we do, what we're getting ready to do. You'll find it all on the website. So, yes, my name is Kiara. I am the founder of Let's Vent by Kiara. Vent stands for voice and everything needed through talking. And we create safe spaces for those that just need to vent. Now, I do not offer therapy sessions, counseling sessions, any of that. I do know counselors that I can refer you to if that is something that you are in need of. I'm currently in school now, majoring in psychology to eventually one day become a therapist. Hopefully, that is the goal. And I'm just here to be what I didn't have growing up or what I felt like I didn't have, which was a listening ear or just somebody to be there for me. So tonight we have Miss J on the line.
Hey, what up, people?
A little about yourself. Well, not even a little. Tell the people who you are. Tell us your name, where you're from, all that good stuff.
Okay, well, again, like you said, I'm AJ. I say I'm from Savannah. Been living here since I was 15 years old. And yeah, so this is home.
Savannah native. That's good.
Yep, pretty much.
On online because the topic for tonight is something that is really, really, it's a heavy topic. And a lot of people
Yeah.
don't really know exactly what bipolar disorder is. We
Okay.
deem it to be, oh, she was my friend this morning, and by noon,
This shit cuss me
oh,
out.
I talked to her yesterday, and then today she don't want to talk to me. She bipolar. what
Um,
is being? Well, let's backtrack. We're having this discussion because you have been diagnosed. So it's not we're
mhm,
not having this topic based off of what we researched on Google and all of that.
yeah.
We're actually having this dialogue because this is something that you actually deal with, not only
Hmm.
by disorder but also as a mental health technician.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
let's talk about that.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
So pretty much what a mental health technician does, any psychiatric hospital, we work in them, and we're pretty much hand in hand with the doctors, the nurses. We're part of the treatment team. We're the ones that are really hands on with the patients. We're the ones, hey, y'all need to do this, this, and this, and we're with them 24/7 at any particular mental health or psychiatric facility. So yeah, we consider ourselves like the low class nurses. Don't get paid as much as the regular nurses do.
Do you enjoy being a mental health technician?
I actually love it.
What is the
Um,
highs and lows of that?
uh, well, of course, it's working with people that have various mental health issues. So, as Kiara did say myself, I have bipolar disorder. I've been clinically diagnosed with that amongst many other things, but that's the most major one. So is really somebody with mental health issues helping other people with mental health issues, because I figure who better to help them than somebody that experiences what they're going through every single day themselves.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
As a mental health technician that deals with bipolar disorder,
Hmm.
how is that? Like to me,
Um,
I would see it as a struggle. I would honestly struggle every day. Honestly.
yeah.
So
Um,
what is that like?
ooh, that's a good question. I mean, I have my days. There are some days where my mental health is doing this thing, and then I'm at work and I'm having to deal with not only my own mental health doing this thing, but other people's mental health doing their thing, and we're trying to balance tightrope. So, how is it? It's it's rewarding, if I could say that. Because again, I do have my days, and then some days I'm like, yeah, you're having your day, but at the end of the day, you're here to help somebody else. And so I kind of have to put my own things on the back burner to make sure that I'm focused on my patients and making sure that they're in the safest space possible that they need to be in. So, ooh, that's a good question. That was actually a really good question. Woo.
And I said this topic was something that was like it's a heavy one. I wanted to
Yeah,
really
yeah, for real, it is.
open up the world of being a mental health technician, but also dealing with your mental health as well.
Hmm.
Kind of give
Yeah.
different light on just bipolar disorder in general. Let's talk about that
Um,
because I just need to know exactly like what is it like a day to day with somebody who has bipolar disorder. First of all, let's start with what exactly is bipolar disorder. Let's start there.
Oh, there are actually two different types of bipolar disorder. We have bipolar disorder 1, which is more of the depressive episodes, and then I have what's called bipolar disorder 2, which is I have manic and depressive episodes. With one, you're more leaning heavier into you're just more in a depressed state. Mine with two, I have extreme highs and then extreme lows.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I do now start to recognize when I'm in a manic state. Sometimes some things, certain things that I'll do will trigger it, and I'll be like, okay, this is happening. Kind of let's focus down, focus, get ourselves together. But ooh, living with bipolar disorder is, like you said, it's the hot and cold. I do have those episodes, and sometimes they are that extreme to where 1 minute doing my thing, I'm happy, and then something triggered me, and I'm like, all right, y'all need to leave me alone for the rest of the day. Like, I do have some episodes of that, not a lot, thankfully, because yeah, not many of those happened since I was a teenager. But yeah, living with bipolar disorder is really, it's interesting, especially when you do the work and you really break down in depth the different ones. Like I said, me, I can speak more on the mania and the depressive episodes because that is what I experienced personally.
Mm.
And yeah, it's challenging. Thankfully, I have an amazing support system with my family, especially my mom and my siblings who have really seen me through this journey firsthand of managing this, learning about my diagnosis through hospitalizations. And they've been so supportive with making sure that they're letting me know that they're there for me. My mom, especially, like, that's my girl. Um, she's always been my rock, and she's always the one that always saw it, but she let me come into my own with learning how to manage it. And so, yeah, it's different, but it's interesting and it's fun. I do have my days where the mania is the good part, and everybody has highs and lows, and you just learn to manage them.
And you said there's bipolar one, bipolar two. You
Hmm.
have the highs, the lows, and then you also
Yeah.
go through episodes of mania and what was it again?
Depression. So bipolar one is more of the depressive episodes. Bipolar two is you experience the mania and the depressive episodes.
Can we talk about, if you don't mind, the
Hmm.
mania aspect when people say, "Oh, he or she is a maniac," or "Oh, she's going through one of her mania episodes"?
Yeah.
What can we like paint the picture of exactly what a
Um.
mania episode looks like?
So I mean, it can range from a number of things. My personally, I know I'm manic when sometimes I'll just notice I'm talking real fast, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is happening, especially if it's like over a number of days. I'm like, okay, yeah, something's gonna set. I'm like in a manic episode, so something's gonna happen. It's gonna set my depressive episode off. But oh, I mean, manic could look different. It could be overspending money, you know, hypersexuality. Mania looks different for everybody. Everybody has different things that trigger them, and so yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks different for everybody. Everybody's manic episode is not the same. We're like snowflakes, fingerprints. No two are the same. But my personally, yeah, I'm talking fast, and I notice like I'm really energetic. That's usually an onset of my manic episodes as well. Hmm.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
That my sound went off.
Nice. I was technical difficulties.
That's one thing about technology. You just never
Yes,
know.
ma'am. It's gonna always find its way to break down.
How do you know, or can you let us know, like give us deeper detail of when an episode is coming? Like how long could it last? What are some
um,
signs that you know some an episode is coming?
okay.
Talk about that.
For me personally, I know when the episode is coming. Like I said, when I'm in my manic state, I'm really energetic. So I'm like running around. I can't sit still. I have to. My hands have to be moving. My feet have to be moving. Like I have to be moving at some point in time. And so usually when I notice that across a couple of days, I'm like, okay, I'm in a manic episode. Um, I don't really think anything really triggers my manic episodes. They just kind of happen when they want to. But once I realize that I'm in a manic episode, my first thing is okay, let me make sure I have my medication, that my medication is up to date, and I have enough to where I can balance myself out um throughout my manic episode because I still take my meds even when I'm experiencing an episode. My medication is still first and foremost. I'll make sure I'm taking it. Um, Once I realize my mania sets in, my depressive episodes kind of taper off gently, and then they plunge into the deep end.
And when you
So
say deep and let's talk about that. You know how we said we're gonna be open and
deep end is like the
really
apocalypse is coming and it's happening in like 2.5 seconds. Like the world is ending. um, So yeah, they've gotten less severe now. That I've been back on medication, but off meds, they're yeah, like the world is ending. Woe is me. Nothing's going right. Like I just life and it's too much.
now that brings
Yeah.
me to a question. I have another question now. I already told you I'm gonna
Okay.
ask so many
Go
questions
ahead. Ask away.
really get an understanding. When you say medication for somebody that's bipolar, that's dealing
hmm
with bipolar disorder, what does the medicine regimen look like? Is it something that you have to take every day? Is it 8, 9 pills a day, every other day? How does
Well,
it feel? That those are questions that people have.
gotcha. Okay. These are actually some good questions. So my current medicine regimen is I'm on three different pills. I'm on an antidepressant, I'm on a mood stabilizer, and I'm also on a sleeping pill because unfortunately one of the major symptoms and side effects of manic episodes is irritability. You're unable to sleep. So sometimes I'm in episodes, I'm up 2, 3 days at a time. Like no sleep and I'm like Sonic. I'm gone.
Whoa,
Yeah, like yeah, it gets crazy sometimes. So yeah, currently on three medications. I take them all once a day, every morning, and that's every day. Yeah.
as somebody who I'm gonna say I have my opinion on it. Everybody
Go
else will
ahead.
agree. How do you feel about medication? Do you feel like it's a helper? Do you feel like it's a downer? What do you how do
Okay, that's a
you
good
use
question.
medication?
So
There's a lot of people, oh, you don't need no medicine for that. That medicine gonna make
yeah,
you crazy. Oh, it's gonna you take this for this, and then it's just a ripple effect of what could happen. I'm not
yeah.
opinion yet. I just
So crazy you asked me that. When I first was diagnosed, I absolutely hated the medicine. I took, I was first diagnosed and I was on Zoloft. And Zoloft had me walking around like a zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't feel anything, completely numb. I was just existing.
Right.
And I was like, no, I'm not taking this medicine. I hate this stuff. So I actually weaned myself off my medication. I've been on, this is my third go around with medication. The first two times I was just like, I was trying to be like, nah, I'm good. I don't want this. And then I went to a different type of medication. And yeah. So pharmaceutical medications. The ones I'm on now are working okay. My psychiatrist, my fault, is amazing. You know, she really does listen to me if I say, you know, hey, I don't think this is working. Maybe we could try something different. She works very well with me with managing my dosage, you know, if I need to go up or go down. So this go around with meds is I'm coming around to it, but those first two times I was like, it was 30 days and I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to take this. I'm done. No.
And I think that's what a lot of people, when it comes to medicine, especially for your mental health aspect,
Yes.
if it don't work the first time, it's automatic. Let's say you've had Zoloft. I've had
Hmm.
our experiences are totally different. Mine
Wow.
a negative aspect, a positive. Oh, I was perfectly fine on it, whereas yours was it made you
No,
feel.
Zoloft had me a zombie.
So you talk about medicine, a lot of people input their personal experience and make you think,
Yeah.
oh well, because I was on this. I'm just naming like stuff, Ambien, Cymbalta, those type of things.
Yeah.
I was on those. It just I felt groggy. Whereas you can
Yeah.
talk to somebody else and like it's perfectly fine. So a lot of people
Yeah. And
have their own
that's a
opinion.
major thing with, especially when you're getting on meds for your mental health. Everybody had, everybody is not you. You
Mhm.
know, what you experience with your medication and your side effects could, like you said, totally different ends of the spectrum. Your Zoloft experience was amazing. Mine was terrible. I'll never go on Zoloft again. So, you know, yes, I mean, I get it. You know, when you talk to your family and friends, they have their opinions, but please try everything.
Mhm.
Find what works for you, especially when it comes to your mental health, because at the end of the day, it's your mental health. You're the one that has to deal with this day in and day out. So you need to find a course of action that works best for you. I get it, you know, cousin them, grandma them, oh yeah, don't say this, don't say that. Okay, I hear you, I hear you. Hey doc, let me get that and try it and see for myself. Like,
Let me try it. And that's
yeah,
something I've
exactly.
always been big on. Like if someone is suggesting, hey, I feel like this may help, I'm not always saying, yeah, just take whatever they're giving you. But
Hmm.
don't knock it. Don't what I'm trying to say, don't not knock it or don't not try it.
Don't knock it till you try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could do like they said 30 days. Try it
You
for
know,
30 days. And those 30 days, if it don't work, hey, medicine is not for me. Do you have another
yeah.
alternative?
And see, the crazy thing, especially with mental health drugs, is a lot of times we'll be on antidepressants or mood stabilizers, and they may not work by themselves. It may take two or three drugs in order for you to have a complete balance of yourself. So, again, like I said, I'm on a mood stabilizer and an antidepressant because I have to have both of those in order for me to be completely balanced.
Mhm. Now,
So, you know,
my
go
mind is
ahead.
and I got
You spitting, huh?
people need to know. People want to know when you deal with bipolar.
Hmm.
Tell us what bipolar isn't, because a lot of people have in their mind what they think, bipolar is and what we think it is, it really isn't. So
Yeah.
tell us,
Most people don't
bipolar
have the
like,
crazy extreme switches. Like at 10:45, she was my friend. At 11:15, she was cussing me out.
mm-hmm.
I don't know many people that swing that extremely, and if they do, please seek help. Because that's like that's much even for me. So it's definitely not, bipolar disorder isn't linear. This is something that affects both sides of our brains, unfortunately, because we have the side of our brain that's connected to the pleasure senses, and then we also have the side of our brain that, impending doom is always near. And
Mm,
so with bipolar disorder, you're learning to balance the sides of your brain so that one side doesn't take over the other side. Pretty much, it's literally walking a tightrope. Just you're trying to balance yourself in the middle and make sure that you just stay. Oh God, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, I'm not even sure, but just making sure that you're okay, really, and because a lot of the times you're either on the side of life is amazing or I don't want to be here anymore, and
yeah.
that's what it is, and you have to learn to find the middle ground. Life isn't always going to be great, but it's okay. I'm here. I'm surviving. I'm doing what I need to do.
Okay. So as somebody with bipolar disorder,
Hmm.
what is something that you want the people to know in general, whether the stigma around bipolar? What narrative do you want to change as somebody who has bipolar disorder?
Um, I guess this really would be the stigma that it that healing is linear, because it's not. There are going to be many different things that can contribute to your overall mental health well, especially with bipolar disorder. Like I said, I'm on medication, but that's one of the many things that I do to help treat my bipolar disorder. I love to be outside, so I make sure that I incorporate something with nature at least every single day. That's a part of my healing. That's a part of my therapy. Personally, like I said, I have a psychiatrist, but I also have a therapist. I go to therapy every
Mhm.
week. So I'm talking to somebody about the things that I'm experiencing. So when those manics, my therapist is actually really amazing. Like, she's on call for me, because at a 10:45 at night, hey, I'm having a manic episode. I feel myself getting manic. Can I talk to you? And sometimes I'm talking to her 2, 3, 4 hours while I'm at work, just trying to calm myself down. So it's, yeah, really changing the stigma that this is, you're crazy, because, and they, I think bipolar gets that the most, like, we're the crazy ones because why do y'all switch so fast? What's wrong with y'all brains? But
Right.
it's really something. It's an impulse. Like, we can't control it sometimes, and we have to learn to manage and control it.
As somebody who has bipolar disorder,
Hmm.
what is something that really grinds your gears? Like, people joke all the time on social media, on the radio, just in general
Yeah.
about bipolar disorder. They joke a lot about depression and things like that as well. But what is
Hmm.
something that really grinds your gears when it's joked about or just talked about in general when people are talking and they really don't have an idea of what they're talking about? What is that thing that just really, ooh, gets
That, as honestly, talking about it and you haven't done your research on what it is,
Mhm.
because how can you talk about something that you don't really know what's happening with it? You can't talk about something you don't experience. That's like me talking about an open heart surgery. I've never been a heart surgeon a day in my life. I have no idea how to perform that surgery. So how can I talk about it?
Right.
That's my thing with mental health. Period. If you don't experience it, you can't truly talk about it. You can do your research, but it's totally different living with and experiencing mental health issues day in and day out.
That's really good. That
Thank
is
you.
really, really good. And that's a lot of, I think that's a big issue in general when it comes to mental health because
Yeah, definitely.
people talk about it and a lot of people honestly don't know. So, prime example, depression.
Hmm.
Depression isn't always, oh, I'm going to end it all. I don't want to
Yeah.
live it. You can have people who are high functioning, can go through every day laughing, smiling, going out, being social,
And
and
dying on the inside.
exactly,
And
and
you
then when
never
they're
know
by
it.
themselves, they zone out. It's different looks to depression, like it's different looks to bipolar disorder. I didn't know it was two types. I thought it was just
No, there's actually two types here. And that's when a lot of people, when they meet me, they're like, "What? But you're so fun. You're so
right.
outgoing. Like, what? Who has bipolar disorder? No, not you. Yeah,
Right.
but you would never, knowing me, you would never think that unless I told you."
And that was the shocker to me. Like, what?
You got what? Say what?
Mean? What you mean? So I really felt like coming on tonight to kick off. First of all, let's vent and
Yes.
talk had to have been with something heavy, and bipolar
Hey.
is one of those conversations that's honestly like walking on eggshells because people
Mm-hmm.
talk about it, but they don't really talk about it. It's just,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's my uncle. He bipolar. What you mean?
Yeah.
Is he really
Yeah. Like,
bipolar? Is that just something
yeah.
that we just slap on because he hot one day and cold the next day?
Yeah. I don't know how to deal with his emotions. Like,
Exactly. And like you said, it's like a split in like your mind is like one part is like, oh yeah, life is great, da 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 da. And then the other part is like doomsday is coming. I want
it's here.
there's the middle, and that's the part where the two is kind of it's like a battle,
We
a
have
fight,
to coexist.
like a tug
Yeah,
of war. And that's what
it
a lot of
is.
people don't understand about bipolar. It's a tug of war. It's not just, oh, she she in her feelings today and then
Mm,
tomorrow she act like nothing happened. No, that's not it. It's
yeah.
constant battle within yourself and your mind
Mm-hmm.
of who's gonna
Who
show
gonna
that.
win?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who gonna win? The good side or the bad side? We gonna have doomsday or we gonna have a
And
party?
if you're not in therapy, have your psychiatrist, do your medicine regimen, all of those things, the bad side probably will most likely always win.
Yeah. Like I said again, this is my third time with medicine. Because when I'm not in treatment, the bad side gets bad. And yeah.
And I'm just glad that you're finally now at a point where it is actually working. And
Yes, ma'am.
before we close out, because I don't want to be on here too long. I told you we're gonna keep it at a certain time frame.
Well.
So you mentioned having both a therapist and a psychiatrist. Can you
Hmm.
please elaborate on the difference between the two? Because
Okay.
some people will say, "Oh, you got a psychiatrist, you crazy for real." Some people will say,
Yeah.
"Therapist, you must be depressed." Let's talk about
Yeah.
that.
So
You got to do a
my
little elaborate on that.
got you. My therapist is like what you do, that's who I talk to. My therapist, hey, this is what I'm feeling. Can you talk to me? Let's try to talk my way through it. or talk me down like she's my hostage negotiator. She's the one that's gonna talk me down off the ledge. Whereas my psychiatrist, that's the person that's in charge of my treatment. She's the one that recommends my medications to me. So she's the one where I may say, Doc, I know I'm on this medication. It's been 30 days. I don't really feel like it's working for me. Let's try this one. Or, let's add some lithium to this mix and, try to balance everything out. So therapists and psychiatrists are two completely different spectrums of a treatment program. One is I'm gonna talk your head off, the other person, let's try to find some ways to really balance you out medication wise.
That's good.
Yeah. And they're both very vital.
Right. Well, thank you to those who have tuned in and you've heard it here.
Thank you.
Press. Bipolar is not what you think it is.
It's not.
Research it. Try to find out more before you slap somebody with a label and it's really not what they're dealing with. They could just honestly be having a bad day and you want to call bipolar because they laugh.
They laugh at your joke that you get told.
Right. So I just want to thank you for coming on and kicking off my talk.
Thank you for having me. So excited. Perfect birthday present for me.
So I'm asking everybody to go green, at least, wear green, something green. Don't have to be every day. Could be Sunday, Monday, whatever day you choose, go green. I don't know if y'all can see. I went green on my nails. Yeah, I have my
green. That's on my work badge, children's mental health.
Green lip. Just something to say, hey, I'm supporting those who struggle mentally because it is a silent killer because there's a lot of people who struggle with things and there isn't enough safe spaces like this. I know a few of them like this that can have you come on and be transparent without it being I've known her for 10 years. This is what this is all about, to be able to talk about it and be free while talking about it and bringing awareness to bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, all of those mental,
so many.
so many. And we just touch literally just the surface.
Just the surface.
So reach out to somebody that struggle with depression. Reach out to somebody that struggles with anxiety. Reach out to the ones that are always happy, because sometimes those be the ones that are high functioning and you will never ever
know.
Also, do not judge people because you don't know what their struggles. Always show love. That is just not even just this month for mental health awareness, but just in general. Love and kindness will change somebody's day drastically. And I'm speaking from experience of I'm having a really bad day and somebody brings me something. This is 2 weeks ago. I made a comment of, oh my gosh, that is so cool. I love this. Blase. This lady came back to my job today. When I say stressful, the last 2 weeks been stressful, but nobody knows because I'm smiling. Yeah, well, good.
Yeah.
I say, sweetie, I got something for you. And I'm just like, who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
It was like, remember you said you really liked it was something minor, like it was paper clips. I love like little things like that. And she's like, remember you said you really enjoy my paper clips? Well, I brought you some. I just looked at her and I was like,
awesome.
In that moment, that kindness and love shown.
Yeah.
I was really like going through something.
I love it.
That really just did something for me because it's like
Yeah, but it's just that little
little
thing.
gestures go really far. So this month for mental health awareness, I challenge everybody watching, everybody who will be watching, everybody
Mm-hmm.
in general to just, if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching from, show love, show kindness, and check in
Yeah.
on somebody. I don't care
Yes.
who it is, a simple text message, hey, just thinking about you, that can prevent
Mm-hmm.
somebody from losing it. That could prevent
Mm-hmm.
somebody from taking 10 pills because they feel like nobody cares. That could prevent somebody
Mm-hmm.
from snapping and just going off. So show love this month. Show kindness this month. Be
Definitely.
judgment free this month. Go
Mm-hmm.
green this month.
Yeah.
And let's show those who struggle with mental health issues that they do not have to struggle alone because
Exactly.
they're not alone. And in closing, visit my website, www.letsventbykiara.org. Y'all see it on the
Hey.
screen. Like, comment, share. Let's blow this up. Y'all follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Threads, all social media platforms because Let's Vent is back. And I'm not stopping.
Hey.
I done fall back up. I'm not dropping it this time. So join me next week. I told y'all this month I'm coming out heavy. The topic
Mm-hmm.
next week is chronic illnesses. People who have dealt with fibromyalgia, lupus, which is
Nice.
Lupus Awareness Month, just different illnesses that bring on mental issues that people don't.
Mm-hmm.
They just see somebody put together
Good.
but don't know the pain that they're feeling, the depression that comes with you can't explain why you in pain and going to the doctors and they're
Yeah.
telling you X, Y, and Z. So y'all come back next week,
That's
same
a good
time.
one.
Hey, I'll be dropping my guest tonight at 10 o'clock. The guest will be dropped. So
Hey.
join me. When I say I'm back, I'm back. 7:30 p.m. Thursday. Same time, same place. Share this with somebody today. And remember, I challenge y'all to show love, show kindness, and be judgment free. Till
For
next
real.
y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Oh man.